While on vacation in London, a young woman posed in front of Tower Bridge with her dad, hoping to capture a beautiful memory. But when she later looked closer at the photo, she noticed something that made her heart race and her hands tremble. One small detail changed everything, and her life would never be the same again. Before we dive into this jaw-dropping story, let us know where you're watching from today. And if you love stories that keep you on the edge of your seat, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out. The crisp morning air carried the scent of the River Thames as Grace Harper strolled along the Queen's Walk in London. At 18 years old, Grace was experiencing the vibrant city for the first time, her eyes wide with wonder as she took in the sights alongside her father, David Harper. They had just finished their morning walk and were heading back to their Airbnb apartment. Grace's gaze swept across the sparkling river, a contented smile playing on her lips. "Dad," she said, turning to David, "we should do more trips like this as a family. It's been amazing so far." David chuckled, his eyes crinkling at the corners. "Well, sweetheart, we pretty much emptied out our holiday savings jar for this one. If you want to plan another trip next year, you might need to cut back on that online shopping habit of yours." He winked teasingly. Grace laughed, the sound light and carefree. "That sounds fair. I don't mind cutting down on shopping if it means we get to do this again with you and Mom." As they continued their leisurely pace, the iconic Tower Bridge came into view, its majestic structure framed against the bright blue sky. Grace's attention was drawn to a man standing nearby with a sleek photo booth, the kind she'd often seen at her friends' weddings and events. The man, noticing their American accents, approached with a friendly smile. "Hello there! How about a lovely souvenir? My booth can print on magnetic surfaces instantly, and I'll throw in a digital copy too. Only £9.99 for both of you," he offered. Grace's eyes lit up with excitement. "Oh, Dad, can we? It would be perfect to remember this day." David nodded, unable to resist his daughter's enthusiasm. "All right, let's do it." They posed together, David hugging Grace from behind as they leaned against the iron railing near a lamppost. The Tower Bridge and the river provided a picturesque backdrop, capturing a sweet father-daughter moment. The photo booth whirred to life, quickly printing out the magnetic photo. David paid the man and accepted the print. But as he looked at it, a flicker of surprise crossed his face. He quickly tucked the picture into his pocket. "Can I see it, Dad?" "Did we look good?" Grace asked, reaching for her phone as the cameraman offered to send the digital copy. "Let's head back now, sweetheart," David said, his tone slightly hurried. "Your mom's waiting, and we've been out since morning." As they made their way to the Airbnb, Grace couldn't shake the nagging feeling that something about her father's reaction to the photo felt off. Did he not like it? Or was he hesitant to spend more money to take another shot? She chose to set those thoughts aside and focus on the excitement of exploring more of London with her parents. Once back at the cozy apartment, Emily Harper, Grace's mother, greeted them warmly as they entered. "How was the morning walk?" she asked, putting away their luggage. David produced a paper bag with a fresh croissant inside, placing it on the table. Grace, still buzzing with excitement from their photo session, flopped onto the couch and pulled out her phone. "We took a picture together at Queen's Walk," David explained. "There was a man with a portable photo booth that printed a magnetic copy." "Sounds cute," Emily said with a smile. "Let me see." But David hesitated. "I, uh, must have left it in my coat pocket." Grace frowned. "You sure? You seemed kind of weird about it earlier." David shot her a quick smile. "Just surprised how much you look like your mom in that photo. It caught me off guard." Suspicious but not wanting to press the issue, Grace let it slide. Later that night, when her parents had gone to bed, curiosity got the better of her. Sneaking over to David's coat, she carefully slipped the photo out and looked at it. Her breath caught in her throat. There, in the background of the photo, partially blocked by the lamppost, was a flyer on a trash bin, a missing poster. Grace squinted at the image of a young girl, around 3 years old, with wide, innocent eyes and a smile that sent a shiver down her spine. The name at the top read, Lily Monroe, and the resemblance to Grace as a child was uncanny. Her mind raced and memories from her childhood flashed before her: birthday parties, school events, family vacations, all moments filled with love and laughter. But this flyer, this one small detail in the photo threatened to shatter it all. The next day, as her parents prepared to head out for another day of sightseeing, Grace couldn't hold it in any longer. "Dad, who's Lily Monroe?" David froze, his expression going blank for a second too long. "What are you talking about, sweetheart?" She held up the photo, her hands trembling. "This girl, this missing girl from London, she looks just like me." Panic flashed in David's eyes, but he forced a smile. "That's just a coincidence. There are millions of kids who look similar." "Then why did you hide the photo?" Grace demanded. David's face fell, and he sighed, rubbing his hands over his face. "Grace, we never meant for you to find out like this." Tears welled up in Grace's eyes. "Find out what? That you kidnapped me?" David couldn't meet her gaze. We couldn't have children. We were desperate. We found you alone in Hyde Park, and you looked so scared. Your parents weren't around. We thought we could give you a better life." Grace backed away, her heart breaking with every word. "You took me? You stole me from my real family?" Emily appeared in the doorway, her face stricken. "Grace, please, we love you. We raised you like our own. You've always been ours." Grace couldn't take it anymore. She bolted out the door, ignoring their frantic shouts, and ran to the nearest police station. Breathless and terrified, she made her statement to the officers, showing them the photo and the flyer. Within days, DNA tests confirmed the unthinkable truth. Grace Harper was indeed Lily Monroe, the long-missing child from London. Her biological parents, devastated for years, rushed to the station when they got the news. The reunion was tearful, filled with relief and heartbreak. David and Emily were arrested, charged with child abduction and falsifying documents. Despite their love and dedication over the years, nothing could change the fact that they had stolen her from her real family. As Grace stood with her biological parents, trying to comprehend the new reality, a wave of grief hit her. She had lost the family she thought she knew, but she had found the one she truly belonged to. Would you have been able to forgive them? Let us know in the comments. Finding out your entire life was a lie, how would you react? If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Story Dash for more heart-wrenching stories like this one.